Yo, what's up everyone? Welcome back to Bujang and Broke and Salam Quarantine COVID-19 to all of us here today. I know I promised you guys to do a vlog, but there's nothing much interesting in this house. So I wonder about and I thought might as well just do it in the room. I also want to take the opportunity to thank all those who are at the front line working tirelessly to ensure the safety of the people here. Just stay at home. Kita jaga kita, hashtag stay at home. Apparently, someone PM'd me to talk about money management during crisis and I felt that was a good topic. So let's go! Alright, so money management from my point of view is how you manage your cash flow. It's like getting your income minus your expenses. It could be negative cash flow or it could be positive cash flow. For those who are rich, I'm very sure they want to get richer. Those who are at the average M40, they would want to get better in terms of their financial capability. The one that will be impacted the most is actually B40 group. B40 group are not someone who can earn 3,000. Back then when the restriction order movement is not here yet, life is already hard for them. Imagine right now they can't go out and this really hit them really hard. Okay, I'm going to assume a case right now whereby you don't have a job anymore. Like you totally lose it. But you are from the income bracket of less than 4,000 ringgit. Here are the things that you can do right now. For those of you who still have your job, I believe this video would be interesting for you too, because you still need to learn how to save and restructure your cash flow so that you can use it to invest. Especially for Bursa if you want to make some money. I can just say and tell you, but you make the call. If you don't feel comfortable, please don't do it. Let's just take for example, you don't have a job anymore. You still have about 5,000 ringgit cash. Your monthly expenses is probably 2,000. You need to check whether do you have any more other assets like unit trusts or shares that you can use to liquidate it. 2,000 ringgit worth of expenses every month, you can only last for 2 months. You immediately have to look back at your cash flow to learn how to manage your money right now. One, you have to list down what's your expenses from your utilities to your subscription to your loan. As far as I know, PTPTN, house loan can be deferred, but you need to call them up and you need to check with them how you can submit the form so that you can defer as soon as you can. By the time April hits in, you don't need to pay for the next 6 months. Next thing you gotta do is if you have car loans or motorcycle loan, call your bank and ask if this can be deferred too. If not, negotiate for a longer period of repayment and you decrease the amount of payment you need to pay. You know, instead of paying 400, probably you're paying 200 to 100, but the duration will be longer. Make sure you pay. As long as you pay, everything is negotiable. Once you can settle like things like this, your PTPTN, your car loan, your motorbike loan, instead of having 2,000 ringgit worth of expenses, you can reduce it to less than 1,000 ringgit worth of expenses. You already extend your months of staying alive. Instead of 2 months, you can extend it to 5 months already, double than the initial that I mentioned. Secondly, plan your groceries well. Look carefully at your kitchen, look at your fridge, open it up, try to remember what do you actually buy, what do you always use, this and that. You might think this is very simple. Again, it's very important. I've heard stories of people who overstock and their food rot before they even manage to eat it. You want to store it for a longer period of time, right? Then go for dry food. Go for like potato or something. Tin food also can, no problem. Make sure you check the expiry date. Now is not the time to panic and then you buy the expired food, you spend your money on this and that, and apparently all go to waste. This morning I even heard one of my manager who is a very workaholic but spend less time at the kitchen. He accidentally buy a cabbage that is 19 ringgit. Interesting. I wouldn't buy a cabbage that is 19 ringgit. But it's organic lah, very healthy. The third plan is after you control the bleeding already, right? Start to equip yourself with knowledge on digital platform. Do you know YouTube and Facebook can pay you money if you fulfill their conditions? I'm not going to say it, I don't want to spoon feed you all the information. I highly recommend all of you see what do you think that you like to talk about? Like me, I like to talk about money. I like to talk about financial management matters. So that's why I talk about shares, I talk about property. There's a lot of stories I can share, but I keep them bit by bit first. I don't go all out. Right now, the most important thing is addressing the issue how to solve the COVID-19 for people that are watching. Of course, you don't go and buy face mask at a cheaper price and then you sell it high lah, because that will be considered committing crime already. For musicians, you can play online, get people to watch you, watch your skills, ask them to give you feedback on your musical techniques. For the ladies out there, you can try makeup tutorials. You can teach people how to do makeup. Now, makeup is not just for ladies, but it's for guys can do light makeup also. For guys, that's the sign of how you actually take care of your skin. Alright, so I think that's all for today, and I hope you stay safe wherever you are. I got one more last pro tip for you. The longer you stay at the supermarket, the more you're going to buy unnecessary items. So go out, faster buy all your stuff, and go back right home. Make sure you dispose your glove and dispose your mask correctly. Then you wash your hand, you clean your hand, you take off all your clothes, you just go to the shower and shower first. Don't greet anyone, don't hug anyone. Clean up yourself first and stay safe. I'll see you again at the next video, and I hope to come up with something more interesting to talk with you. Alright, bye!